Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome Silver to our group.
Hello.
Silver is our new player who we are definitely going to need for future videos. She is using a short sword and shield, which is really useful for inflicting status ailments on people we're hunting. And today we are going to show you the Barroth, which is a key urgent quest that you need to advance from hunter rank 7 to 8?
Yep. No, 8 to 9.
8 to 9. And I don't know much about the Barroth, so let's get Dawn to tell us about it.
It is a brute wyvern variant. Generally specializes in charging at players over and over again. It can also coat the player in mud, which will make it so you can no longer use items, attack, or run at your full speed.
So I would tell you strategies for beating it, but being a very early wyvern, it doesn't have much other than run up to it and attack it. Its moves are very basic, being just charging and shaking mud at you, and there is not too much to say about avoiding it or preparing for it. Again, back to Dawn for its weaknesses and other moves. I kind of interrupted there.
Its body is fully covered in mud, which you can remove. If you use a water weapon, it will do extra damage. When the mud is off of its body, you can use a fire weapon to deal extra damage. It also has a general weakness to ice at all times. You can cut off its tail, as well as break its ridge and its claws.
Another interesting note is that unlike some wyverns where you can only get extra carves off the tail, if you break off its ridge, which is the top part of its head, you can get a carve off of that as well. So usually you can find it hanging out in area 3, and there you can see it right underground, and it's going to kill me the second I hit it. Yep, there we go. And to be honest, we have already done this, but the recording has failed. So if we're a bit cheesy with this fight, please don't blame us. We're just going to be setting traps everywhere. So as you can see, it's a big, heavy armored, almost made of stone wyvern. And I've always liked the style that this game goes for of classifying all of its dragons and wyverns under subspecies. And can you tell us a bit about the subspecies?
Wyverns are generally split up into several categories: bird wyvern, brute wyvern, water wyvern, or elder dragon. Each generally have their own type of attack patterns. Brute wyverns, such as the Barroth, will usually focus on charging the players, which can be a problem.
I do have a trap set if you guys can get over here to try to lead it.
If the Barroth manages to hit you with one of its charges while it's in rage, it can get the opportunity to combo you, repeatedly running you over as you get up until it kills you from it.
So, usually I expect the Barroth to be a bit more chargy, but it's kind of failing this time. Okay, there we go. So, the reason we're pitfall trapping it is to try to break its ridge, which is right above its head, to get the carve. And I generally find the best and almost only method for doing that is to pitfall trap it, because most weapons cannot reach it consistently.
This is also a normally large Barroth. One of the biggest I've seen in a while.
An interesting part about this game, which I think I may have mentioned in a previous episode, but I just love it so much, is the variety of sizes in the monsters that you encounter is quite spectacular, and definitely makes the game variety a lot better. And you can fight regular monsters, but every once in a while you'll come across like a huge version, and they're not only bigger, but they're also stronger and have more HP.
I don't know. I think the Barroth is so cute when he just decides to roll over into the mud.
It's almost like some sort of pet dog. Oh, we managed to knock it out. We gotta thank Dawn for that, I think.
Yeah. hammers are the knockout weapons.
So this time I decided to go with a greatsword that has fire elemental boost. I got this sword by fighting the Wrathgrips, which is a monster you haven't seen yet in this Let's Play, but it's a fairly tough one, and it's a mid to late game monster for offline mode anyways. I'd say it's an early game monster for online mode, as most of the late game is taken up with elder dragons and some more ridiculous wyverns.
Another unique trait that the Barroth has is jiggly thighs.
Oh yes, does it ever. Here, I'll try
Wiggle, wiggle.
try to get you a good view of these jiggly thighs. Yep. I'm not sure who put so much effort into the thigh animation of this monster, but
Good job.
good job, and I'm kind of freaked out. As much as it's impressive.
Oh no!
Oh god, I'm so screwed.
Run, guys, run!
So this has been a very angry Barroth. This is actually considerably more entertaining and angry than the first one we fought, so maybe I'm glad that it didn't work out.
Ow!
It's not even running away. Usually Barroths tend to be not really cowards, but...
Got its ridge.
Oh! Almost greed carving time if it wasn't standing on top of its ridge anyways.
Screw that. I'm carving from it anyways. Extreme greed carving.
So most monsters, you saw the Barroth just roar and we all had to cover our ears. A lot of monsters will do that, and you can get an ability to mitigate the effects. Oh, I'm so screwed. Please run away. Please run away. I may actually have to leave the map here. And you can get the ability you can get is called earplugs. And if you get them, it is incredibly worth your while. Because earplugs will not only prevent you from flinching, but will also generally give you a fairly large opening on most monsters. Come on, charge us.
Oh, he's mad at me.
Here,
I heard him.
Over here. There's a trap.
Lead him.
It'll stun him long enough for you to heal. Traps do lose effectiveness the more you use them, and if a monster is enraged, they'll be able to break free of the trap faster than normal.
Inversely, if the monster is weaker, they spend longer in the trap. But they do get used to the traps over time. I'm not sure if that works across board. Like, if I use a shock trap, will it still shorten if I've already used a pitfall?
Nope. The new trap will have full duration until you use it multiple times.
So I'm standing nice and far back in this fight, so you can see some of the Barroth's animations and some of its moves. And because I'm just being lazy and letting my teammates work on fighting this thing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I know. I'm such an awesome Let's Player. Not to mention I've roped them all into this Let's Play.
I kind of volunteered.
That's true. That's true.
I would have volunteered if you would have asked me.
Yes, but I don't like asking. I prefer roping people into things.
Whoa! Yeah, I've just entered the place and he's already trying to kill us.
This is a very angry Barroth.
Now he's hungry, which will make him run at much slower speeds when he does his charge. Although, oddly enough, sometimes I find that slower charge is harder to dodge, because you're so used to him being ridiculously fast that you can accidentally dodge too early.
Oh, yes.
He'll redirect and run you over.
Oh, God.
Which,
anyways, Barroth is a really fun fight, and I do quite enjoy the fight, and I quite enjoy the armor you get off of it. When I first started this game, I almost went for every armor set. I would farm every monster I ran into, and the Barroth is one of my favorites so far, because not only does it give you a natural medium attack up, it also gives you a marathon runner, which makes your stamina decrease much, much more slowly while running. And actually my full Barroth set, I use it for transporting missions. And if you're playing the game along with me, you'll know that a transporting mission is a mission where you have to carry a heavy object across the map while avoiding getting hit by the monsters along the way. And Marathon Runner makes that incredibly easy to do. The reason I'm already resorting to tell you what type of equipment I can get off the Barroth is that this is a really, really big Barroth and is taking a long time to kill.
We could always just talk about random stuff.
We could. So, anyone know that Canada's abolishing the penny?
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was just passed. No more pennies.
Why?
I'm not sure. Well, mostly because they cost like 3.8 cents each to make, or something like 5.6 cents. And are entirely useless. I just set a trap over here, by the way, guys. If you guys could lead him. So as you see, our pitfall traps were losing effectiveness, but now we're going to play this trap and it will stay in for the full amount of time. Very useful and a good reason to have both traps available every time you want to do a hunt and you want to get it over with at a fair speed. I do find that in general the electric trap is less effective than the pitfall for most things. Is that generally true?
Yeah. Because they're not submerged in the ground. It's just kind of a little paralysis effect. Some monsters can actually destroy the electric trap.
I think the first one I ran into that could destroy the electric trap was the Diablos.
Yeah.
And the Diablos is a fairly large wyvern that has two gigantic horns that are impossible to get off him. Both me and Dawn, before we started this Let's Play, ended up spending a lot of time trying to farm him for what's called a majestic horn.
I didn't have so much trouble breaking them as I just used a bombing strategy on him, but yeah, getting that majestic horn, not good times.
It's about a 7% drop when you're fighting the non-plus version of the monster.
Yeah, when you are fighting the plus, it's still only a 15% chance.
Anyways, back on subject of the pennies, what do you guys think of that? Good
Now
idea?
with the,
Bad idea?
Well,
now with the penny gone,
I
it's
don't
only a
know,
matter
what
of
are-
time until we have the Woody.
With the Woody?
$3 coin.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Sorry, Silver, what was your opinion on it?
well, I don't know. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna replace it with something else?
No, just no pennies. Everything's going to be up to 5 cents.
Huh.
Or down from nearest.
So much for exact change.
That was the problem. We always ended up with too many pennies, and pennies had to be produced at a ridiculous rate, and I am almost dead and forgot to stock up on potions before this fight.
Really? You want some of mine?
If you could. No, never mind. Just forget it. I'll be fine, I think.
Here, I'll run
God.
over to the wall.
Hopper paralyzed me.
Oh god, that's so low on stamina too. Okay, I'm running.
I'd keep it busy, but
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No!
I saw it coming too late. There, even if I warned you, you'd be dead.
if you guys are ever trading items, be sure to leave the area, because the monster will target you as soon as you stop moving.
Yes, the AI in this game is actually rather impressive. Oh
Bad
god.
news bears. Oh god.
The AI in this game actually is rather impressive, and that was really embarrassing.
Ow.
Alright,
And-
Barroth, let's do this.
Will target anyone who is using an item or who is standing still. And it is especially a dick move when they target the people using the items, because usually those people just need to heal. Desperately.
Meat, low stamina. Oh god.
This Barroth fight is going spectacularly badly. So this is what I was talking about with variation. When we fought this, just the three of us, and it was a regular size Barroth, it was easy. We had a good time, we had an easy time, we didn't have to heal too much. It only ran away once or twice, and even then it was never too much of a challenge. But this time, it's just ridiculously powerful, and keeps coming back for more and doing damage and charging around. I'm not sure of the extent of the differences between sizes. Is it just the damage and the size that increases, or
Damage and HP.
damage and HP? But sometimes to me they even seem to be smarter. Probably not true though.
Not really. They're just more intimidating. So you tend to notice the little tricks they do.
Oh yes, and the little tricks also tend to take up more space.
Yeah. For some monsters, the larger the monster is, the easier it is to kill in some aspects, because you can just hide between its legs while it's doing most of its attacks. But for something like the Barroth, not so.
But the Barroth does have several things I do like about it, that I enjoy about the hunt. One is the ridge is a little added extra challenge. I think it's a good design for a monster too. Like, I like how under its jaw isn't defended, but since it has its head lowered so often, it has stronger defense in that case. I think it's just an interesting design, interesting choices made all around. And we are not going to have a penny.
Oh god, getting comboed.
You know, I really hated the nickel a lot more than I hated the penny.
Oh, that might be it for me. Yep.
Oh,
no.
God. Well, you know
Triple
what?
combo.
I'm actually going to leave this in here. I'm not going to retake the fight, but it was almost dead as is, quite likely. So that was a good sample of what the Barroth can do and why you shouldn't take it too lightly. I already described what you can do with its armor, and yeah, it's not an easy hunt.
I
It's
actually
laughing.
lost points that round.
I know, me too.
Can't believe I died.
It's not a hard hunt, but it's not an easy hunt. It can and will combo you if it has the chance. Anyways, this was Yessik Zeke here again with Dawn and Silver Wolf, and I'll see you guys next time.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.